Hi everyone and welcome to day 28. What are you willing to reform? A relationship, your image, something else? What matters to you? These are a few of the questions that we're going to ask ourselves on our mat today. So you might need a strap, but if you don't have one, it's fine. You don't really need it. Let's get started. Let's begin in Sukhasana, easy cross-legged position. Once found, close your eyes. So today, physically, we're going to focus on our shoulders. Okay, we're focusing on our outer hips. Okay, we're focusing on our back. It's all of those today. So taking extra care of your shoulders. Where are they in space? Inhale, lengthen both sides of your waistline as you root down through both sitting bones. Exhale, bring the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart, broaden through your upper shoulders, your chest. And then lift up through the crown of the head as you root down through the tailbone. Chest open. Bring your hands together and connect your thumbs with your heart center. So starting every practice with this sense, this knowing of open-heartedness. Checking in with how we feel right now, what we're feeling. Honoring that, working with it. And then choosing what works today for us to reform, to create that change in our bodies. And knowing we're also going to create change in our mind, in our heart, perhaps spiritually as well. So state that intention. What came to your mind or what comes to your mind when you consider, what am I willing now to reform, to form again, to again form. Release your hands back down to your thighs. Allow your eyes to so very gently open. Well, let's start on our backs. This is fun because we're going to do garudasana, which is standing balance on our backs. So we get all the openness associated with it without having to balance first. And then we'll balance later. So cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Step 1. Step 2, take your left foot, if it does this, underneath the right calf. Your body might not do that. And then place your foot back down on the ground. And then feel how that feels. So you're getting an outer hip opener. You can feel, what are you feeling? Okay. Now, for a moment, just untuck the foot. Let's lift the feet in the air and grab hold of something. Maybe it's the thighs, the knees, the feet. Separating the feet, you get more of an opener. And then rewrap the feet if you can and place the feet down. Inhale, arms out to the sides, cross. Right upper arm over left upper arm, bend at the elbows, and place the hands together if that works for your body. Now draw your knees or your feet off the ground. Draw them into the body. And you can stay here, but we're not going to. Inhale. Exhale, lift the upper body off the ground. Elbows touch knees. Pull the low belly in. And then inhale, unwind. Lower down. Unwrap everything. And go to the other side. So start with the legs. So you could try wrapping the feet first, wrapping that right foot underneath the left calf. And now lift the feet off the ground and unhook the feet so that you can grab hold. The feet, the ankles, something. Tailbone goes down to the floor. Breathe into what you're feeling. Now, release and place that right foot underneath the left calf again. Left foot to the floor. Let's do the arms. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, cross. Left arm over right. And then lift the elbows up, maybe. And then exhale, knees, feet lift up off the floor. And then exhale, upper body lifts up off the floor. And then release everything down and roll onto your bellies. And rolling onto your bellies, let us stretch our arms down by our sides first. Shalabhasana sequence for our back strengthening. Turn the thigh bones in, lift the legs up. So as you lift the thighs up, the pubic bone has to go into the earth. The sacrum has to come forward. Okay, keep that. Then we add the arms. Lift the arms by your side up off the ground. Then we have to lift the upper body. Inhale, lift the upper body up as if you could lift everything except the pelvis off the ground. And then you're going to breathe. So try staying up for this entire sequence, just staying here. If you want to make it different, maybe you find it easier to keep the legs down. Probably easier with the legs up. We'll see. You're breathing here. You haven't missed anything. Now bring the arms out to the sides and thumbs point up to the sky. And lift a little higher because it's harder. The closer your arms are into your body, the easier. At least when they're down, you'll see. Because they're into your body. Anything into your body is easier. Now bring your arms out up into a V. So V, and you can bring the pinky toes down, pinky fingers down. Lift up, and then go, okay, now I got to lift the arms. Ready? Lift the arms. So if you have stuff going on in your neck or your shoulders, you're going to make this easier by bending the elbows out to the sides. Like pitchfork arms. But if you don't have any neck issues or shoulder issues, then you're going to bring your arms overhead. All the way by the ears, lift a little higher, breathe. Now bring the arms back into the V, back into the T. Back by your sides, and this time interlace your fingers, and maybe it's a little easier to lift up. Change the clasp of your hands so it's the other way around, and lower down. Hands underneath, forehead, and press yourself up. And now, shoulders. So you're going to cross your left knee over your right. This is going to seem a little familiar, right? We did this lying down. It's not the same. So you can get into this by sitting down and crossing the legs or coming up and crossing knee to knee. Make sure your feet are wide as your hips. And then sit down, flex the feet, protect the ankle. This is where you might need that strap or blanket or whatever, or blanket or towel. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that if you do have the strap, remember to grab the metal bit, because otherwise you'll whack yourself and that'll feel horrible. So then from here, you're taking your right arm up to the sky and then bending up the elbow. You can take your left hand to the right elbow to draw it back and then keep it there. I know, that's the hard part. Or you can use a wall. Reach your left arm out to the side, thumb goes down, sweep the arm behind and grab the strap. Okay? So without dipping the head forward, that's really common and it's going to hurt your neck. So whatever you need to do to keep the head on straight, do that. And this is such a lovely opener. Imagine you're drawing your elbows in towards the midline, because you are. Now release. And a switch. So, you want to have a little fun, you want to put a little something into it, you can just spin around or change the cross of your legs. So spin around, shoot, 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 shoot. And your legs are the right way around. It's so fun. I know. I can't get everybody in my live classes to do that either. So, grabbing your strap if you need it. Or if you don't, you can grab onto your clothing as well. So don't need this. Left hand is going to grab the strap. Wrap up, bend at the elbow. And then right hand can help. So you push down on that elbow. Elbow pushes up to the sky as you guide it back. And then you keep it there, showing at a different angle. Right arm down. And then you grab hold and this elbow goes in towards the body. Walk the hands together. Back to facing you again. Stay there. You're good right where you are. Are you breathing? Are you getting an opening? Are you feeling your shoulders changing? Getting, hopefully, not being ripped. You're not going farther than you can. Right? Release your clasp. Well, let's come up to standing. So standing in the middle of your mat, at the front of your mat, actually. And then find Tadasana. Staring at something that's not moving, let's balance. So stand on your left leg. Bring your right leg up into Vrksasana, tree pose. Strongly, powerfully push the two things together. The right foot into the left thigh. Left thigh resists. So it's drawing into the middle. Hands can be wherever you like. Hands in front of heart, by side, out to the side, overhead. You can have a choice here. You do have a choice here. Either we're going to go straight into garudasana, or you can put your foot down and then come into it. So bring your hands down in front of your heart. You can put your foot down. Or just cross right thigh over left thigh. Bend both knees. Maybe right foot wraps around the left calf. Add the arms. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, cross. Left arm over right. Bend at the elbows. Palms together. And then you could play, bring your elbows down to your thighs. Maybe come up. Stay where you're at. Lift your elbows. And then release your arms. Release your leg. And let that fire of the left leg just flow. Let's warm up the right side that much. Stand on your right leg. Bring your left leg up when you're ready. Left foot goes either above or below the knee to protect that kneecap. Where do you want your hands? Hands in front of your heart. Again, you can release the leg or bending the right knee, cross the left thigh over the right, wrapping right foot behind left foot behind right calf. Arms, stretch, and then cross, right arm over left. Bend the elbows. Maybe the hands clasp. Maybe they don't do this on your body. That's fine. Kind of how you're structured. Lift the elbows. And then again, you can play bow forwards or not. You can come up if you've gone down, staring at one thing that's not moving. Unwind. Tadasana. Center now. Hopefully, eventually, both legs will feel even. Now let's come on to your hands and knees. And then come on to your forearms. From here, push the floor away. So there's a tendency to want to collapse and lift the shoulders up. So instead, wrap the inner edges of your upper arms down. push the floor away. Reach the tops of your shoulders away from your ears just enough. Then tuck your toes and lift your knees off the floor up, doing down dog on your forearms because you are. Dolphin pose. From here, let's go into down dog. You have two options. The harder option is to push forward with the hands, so much so that the elbows get light. And then from there, you lift the arms off the ground. If that is not available to you, come down onto your knees and then go into downward facing dog. Anytime you need to adjust down dog, come on to your knees. If you need to adjust your hands, come down to your knees and adjust your hands. Now, everyone together, come down onto your knees. And let's bring our big toes together, our knees wide, for a nice child's pose. Draw your hands underneath your shoulders. Use your abdominals to press yourself up. And let's lie down onto our backs. And once you're down there, draw your knees into your chest. Once again, cross right thigh over left thigh. And grabbing what you can grab hold of. Knees, ankles, feet. Tailbone down to the floor. And then add the arms. Crossing left upper arm over right upper arm. Palms together. Lift elbows. Release. Switch sides. So first, just legs. Left over right. Grabbing hold. Where is this easier than before? Add the arms. Crossing right upper arm over left upper arm. Unwind, knees to chest. And a nice twist. Arms off to the sides. Roll your knees and your lower body to the right. Roll all the way onto your right outer hip. Stacking the knees on top of one another. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale back to center, knees to chest. And straighten your legs for Shivasana. You may stay here longer, or begin bringing yourself back onto your mat, deepening your breath, bringing small movements into your body. And choose to either stretch your arms overhead and point your toes or not. Exhale your arms back down by your sides. Bending your knees, roll onto your right side. Pressing yourself up to a seated position. And once found, closing your eyes once more. Holding your hands together in front of your heart. Every time we get on the mat, it's an opportunity to reform our bodies. Very physical manifestation of what we can do in our minds and our hearts. Now, at the end of practice, ask yourself again, what have I reformed? Celebrating that, embracing that, I invite you to take it with you off of your mat. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.